presidents to represent me. I'm out from Dottery, old presidents to represent me.
Tay actually met my daughter from her parents before they even knew she existed.
Right.
Like, her mom helped to a dozen. I was like, I gotta tell these. I don't tell them for real. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk King. I got the good brother in here with me today. The good brother, Sheldon, man. And I've been, man. I think the first time I bumped into you or just got introduced, we was in high school. Yup, I was ninth grade. You know, looking like a sixth grader.
Yeah.
And then just by nature, you know, Tyrell. Oh, yup, here go my homies. Yup, here go my youngest. And then it's just been
Tyrell, AL,
mm-hmm.
Emmanuel.
Oh man. And it's just been on the flow since, man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I got you on the show because you got a lot of knowledge that people definitely need to hear. Or even if they just don't listen all the way, you gonna drop a gem or two to just gonna make them listen.
I'm gonna
man.
try.
He said I'm gonna
I ain't
try.
trying to Malcolm X nobody.
Oh no, that's not what we're gonna aim for. But we here for the knowledge at the end of the day.
For sure.
And then even last time we had plenty of off camera talks. The last one we were just out here. And we were talking about the mental aspect of just the black man, and then how in today's society it's just not talked about at all, or it's a scary thing to talk about, man. Like, so what was that one time where you felt like, or what's your aspect on mental health from a black man's perspective?
Like you just said, it's not talked about enough.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of men have developed this stigma where if we talk about our actual feelings or how we feel about whatever X, Y, and Z, you know, we're told, toughen up, walk it off. You're a man, yada yada.
Yep.
So there's been a stigma developed that men are not allowed to have emotion or feel anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I've dealt with that personally, you know, from personal experience, and I can even say I kept stuff bottled in, and it caused certain actions that I'm not proud of. But now, at this age, I'm comfortable talking. But I know who to talk to. There's people who actually want to listen. Like, you have certain peers in your corner that actually want to have these conversations.
Yeah, right.
So you have to keep those around. And the people that don't really care when you're talking, not trying to be malicious, they're just not really paying attention or in tune with what you're talking about, don't talk to them.
Yeah, right.
Don't talk to them. Talk to your people that actually really care, or you know, that you're comfortable talking about this shit with. So,
all right, now take us back some. You grew up with a house full of boys, man. Damn near a mini basketball team full of boys. So what was that aspect like? Especially like you just said, younger, you didn't know how to express yourself, or in the mental field. How was that growing up? You know, you got several brothers to talk to. You know, you got your mom, dad. Was there anybody in the household that you felt comfortable talking about anything what you was going through at a younger age?
To this day, from younger age to now, I still call my pop.
Mm-hmm.
I call him just talk about nothing. We be on the phone just low key breathing for 2 hours. But I talked to my dad back then and now. But I really didn't. You know, I really wasn't where I'm at back. You know what I mean? Like I was a kid growing up. You know, I had my brothers, I had my mom. My mom was outnumbered.
Yeah.
And no, but like now, it's not just like stuff you see in movies. You know, my oldest brother, he'll call me sometime and talk about some stuff he's going through. I had no idea he was even going through.
Right.
And now with him, I knew what I was going through. I didn't talk to nobody about it. I didn't talk to none of my siblings about it. But when he called and he was expressing, I was like, interesting.
Right.
Let's talk about this.
Right.
Let him get all stuff off his chest. We was on the phone. I was at work. I got in trouble too. I was at work.
He said, I'm going to get this
yeah,
conversation.
I ain't worried about it. Write me up. I was on the phone for about 3 hours with my older brother. And we were just talking. 2 of those hours were about him expressing certain things, and I was giving him a couple of ideas on how to handle and channel this, that, and the third. And we started talking about me. He was like, wait a minute, because my oldest brother, and you can see him on Facebook and social media, man, I'm goofy, I'm clowning around, all that's just a mask. I'm not going to expose what I'm really going through, what I'm really thinking. But that right there is also my sanity, just popping a joke every now and then. So when I expressed it to him, he was kind of like, he was thrown. My dad will listen. He'll drop the gems. He'll talk. But then my dad can't keep his composure for too long. He gonna say something ignorant and random. Be like, you know, that's why I don't even call you. No, I'm gonna call him tomorrow. So yeah, it's just you gotta know who to talk to. Like I keep saying, I never knew I could talk to my brother. I didn't know that.
Right.
Until we had that conversation. So I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. Now I can call him on the regular. And just
I'm about to say just shoot the shit about whatever.
Just random stuff. You know, sometimes it ain't always got to be that. I hope it ain't always that, but when it is that, you know, express it all. Just talk. I'm listening.
Right. I was about to say, now, what was it really that surprised you? Because, you know, that's your older brother. You know, y'all all grew up in the house, so I'm pretty sure y'all done seen a lot of things or heard a lot of things that people won't say, you know, outside the house. And everybody has a tight niche in their house. So what was it that you was like, damn, I really can talk to him about this stuff?
What it was is I didn't really realize how when you get older and you go your separate ways, how hard that would hit. I can talk about it now. Like my older brother, he moved out. I was like 11th grade, so he left real early.
Right.
Then he came back. You know, he had his own life, and I felt like I was surprised to talk to him about it because like when he moved out, I wasn't really a part of his life. You know what I mean? Not no bitter type shit. He didn't like just exclude me, but he was living his own life. And when I wanted to hang out, he never had time for it. So as we got older and I got older, I became busy. And I think there was a miscommunication barrier between us because it got to the point where me and him just stopped talking. Just simple text messages. Like when he would come to Jackson, you know, I wouldn't see him. He thought I was busy. But instead of hitting me up, I would get mad like, well, you ain't texting me. I'm like, well, the phone worked both ways.
Right.
I didn't hit him up, but it's not like I knew he was coming to Jackson. I just didn't hit him up on the I don't hit him up on the regular.
Right.
So yeah, we was tight coming up. But it's like just like friends when you grow, you don't grow apart. You know, like Tyrell. That's like my brother. Like he is my brother, but he live in Chicago.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He live in Chicago. But if I can call him every day, I can actually call my older brother too.
Right.
You know, so at one point, you know, as we got older, you know, I guess I felt a little bit abandoned. I guess I never really said it out loud, but I felt like, okay, well, he doing X, Y, and Z. He has no right to get mad at me when I'm busy. Right. So for him to call me and we talked on the phone for many hours, it was kind of dope. It was kind of eye opening. Like I was being stubborn for no reason.
Yeah.
And he wasn't communicating. He was like, well, nigga, you busy, nigga. You always busy. You always want to go. I'm not about to. I think his thing was more so he didn't want to interfere with like my theater, my music, my everything that was going on. But also I didn't communicate that with him. So it's just like it was a communication barrier that, you know, we just didn't talk. We just didn't talk like we should have. I think we would have been tighter had we talked or had I expressed myself way long ago than expressed myself just a couple months ago. Right. So that's how that went.
And then you just spoke on something right there. You know, your art. You know, how therapeutic has that been for you? You know, your development, especially for the mental aspect. How you know, how big has that been for you?
It's it keeps me sane for real. Like I make music. I make the music I want to make. The style I got a nice little vibe. Something you can just kick back to and just relax to. Especially after a long day dealing with bullshit. But music is therapeutic, man. Just writing is therapeutic. Like I work on music. I'm working on scripts and stuff. I just recently started filming like the little short, like little reels you see on Instagram and TikTok. Me and Cameron Ash, we just started filming some stuff. He liked some of my comedy skills, and he was like, okay. But just writing, man, like anything as form of creating is therapeutic and keeps me sane for real. Right. So that's where I'm at with it. I dropped the EP June 20th on my brother Tay, on his birthday, and I dropped it. Now that was therapeutic because it was dedicated to him. Right. Because summer was his favorite season, and I have a song on there called "Summer Nights with Tay." And writing that, I thought I was gonna be a little like a tearjerker on my end, but writing it was just so much. I got a lot off my chest, and with that, I decided to work on a new EP. And this one's gonna be real personal. And I'm talking about mental health. I'm talking about, you know, my depression. I'm talking about relationships with my siblings, family, friends, everything. It's gonna be really. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not really exposing myself, but speaking my truth.
Right.
But just getting the beats aligned and ready to go has just been therapeutic. Like when I'm creating, man, this world don't matter.
Right.
This what's going on up here, aside from creating something, it don't really matter.
So like when you in that process, like everything else is just on pause.
The
And
world-
you in your own bubble.
The world shuts down. I'm in the zone. I might hear, Dad, I'm hungry. Go do something real quick. 'Cause I'm back to it. Like
Right.
I'm just when I'm locked in focus, man. You can't even break it. Like bills don't matter.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
you know,
yeah.
stressing over this while I'm running how I'm gonna get to work, how I'm gonna get gas all this week. None of that matter. When I'm locked in, I'm locked in. It's a beautiful thing. For real, like for me, I just think it's just dope as hell.
Right. Now, going back to what you said about the EP, you know, dedicating to Tate, did that help put you at peace more with his passing, or was it, like you said, a more of a release? Like I can finally let go of all this pain and or whatever I got dealing with, you know, anything related to him.
A little bit. A little bit. It definitely did. I never, cause it's like in the song, in the first verse, I say I got 2 tattoos. I do got 2 tattoos of Tay, and yeah, it was definitely, cause when he passed, it was rough. Like,
Right.
like I feel like the world stood still, like a celebrity passed away, cause we all went through our grieving. Like Tay was the glue that kept our clique together.
Yeah.
So when he passed away, we kind of all ventured off to nothing bad, but ventured off to different things, and it was kind of dope that I could mention a lot of memories from everybody that was shared a relationship with Tay. I could mention memories that I was a part of with Tay and them. I thought it was dope to get it off my chest. I felt it was a big release. I'm okay. I tell my kids about their Uncle Tay all the time.
Right.
You know, I gotta show them pictures. I show them goofy videos of us, and it felt good getting that out. I think what's dope is I found a video. I found a recording on my computer from an old video we did on my mom's porch a long time ago.
Right.
And it's an actual voice in it. So when I added it to the song, I thought that was kind of cool. I know for a fact, like Tyrell ain't gonna mind. Tyrell cried. He cried about it. Mama Jackie was happy. I know Tay's brother Mario, he was happy. A lot of people were just pleased, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can keep talking about Tay without feeling like feeling as sad as I've been.
Right.
It's cool to just talk about him now, like in a goofy ass way, instead of just being just like when I talk him, I'm just like sulking. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was definitely a big therapeutic release for me. It definitely helped.
I'm about to say you as you just dialecting right now, you can see the difference in it from, you know, how you perceived it when he first passed it. Now, like you said, bringing up good memories. You know, seeing it like I can still hold him in a good light. You know, it's nothing bad, but you know, kind of take some of the people that it wasn't there with you on that journey. Because, you know, he didn't pass from somebody killing him. You know, he didn't die of old age or nothing like that.
Right.
It just, you know, it's one of them, you know, one of them crazy situations that happen, and you just looking like, even when you read about it, you like, this can't, how my people of all people, you know, get hit with a plague like this. Like, how does that even occur? So how did you even, I guess, get through it at the time, or even bear with it, you know, when it first occurred?
At first, I was angry. Of course, I was angry. But at the same time, like you said, he didn't get murdered. He was in a car crash. He needed a heart transplant. And he was like, before things took a turn for the worse. Like, I was in the hospital with him at least twice a week. I found a way to get up there. I didn't have no car back then. I found a way to get up there.
Right.
And he told me, he was like, I'm just tired of this. Like, he got tired of being in the hospital. And I was going through a real big depression back then. Like, I was going through at that time, at that point in my life, I didn't really care about living and dying. Like, at that point, I was like really on some. I was just there.
Right.
Nothing really mattered. My oldest son, he was 3.
Damn.
He was 3 years old, and I was just there was a situation where I wasn't seeing him enough. I wasn't seeing him at all, because of silly action between me and his mom.
Right.
'Cause that was on both of us. But it's like at that point I was so depressed. I told Taylor's mom, I said we both O positive, and I was willing to give up my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, I said, well, that's how I felt. I was like, whatever, man, I'm not even. But then his mama cussed me out.
right.
Something vicious. Mama Jackie cussed me out something vicious. But she knew that I was serious.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she kind of went in the way she did. We never told Taylor. I talked to her about the transplant.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the hall, U of M hallway, and she was letting it fly. I was like,
He said, I won't say this again.
let's talk about that. So, when Tay ended up passing, I got the phone call from Taj. Taj called me. Actually, Taj called me. I didn't answer the phone. I knew what it was. And Taj, being who Taj is, nigga left a voicemail. I said, God damn. I said, this nigga here, man.
Yeah.
So he left a voicemail and told me, and I was like, and it hit. It hurt. It hurt for a while.
Right.
It hurt for a long. It's still. It don't hurt as much now. But like back then, like when it happened, when it's so fresh, even now actually, I was so stuck on like let somebody, because nobody can say anything bad about Tay. He wasn't the type of cat.
No,
And I was thinking like if somebody said the wrong thing, like we was all hot, we was like, ain't nobody finna disrespect our nigga, but it's like Tay didn't have to move that way.
Not at all.
But Tay was just a beacon of light, man. Like he knew when I was pissed off. That nigga did something to get me out of whatever I was thinking about. But it's just like you said, now after you just mentioned like me doing the song, like I'm realizing like I am more at peace with it now. I'm definitely more at peace with it now, because all I can do is talk about positive. Like Tay has a lot of my deepest, darkest secrets that he took with him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even before he passed, like a year, my daughter was born in 2012, and I was like, I got 2 kids. And Tay actually met my daughter before my parents met her.
Wow.
Before they even knew that she existed.
Right.
Like, me and her mom was between us, and I was like, man, I gotta tell these niggas, man. I don't even tell them for real. But Tay met my daughter first, and they're gonna find that out through this. They found out through the song actually. I said the song. So, but like he just like I mean, God has his own plans, but if Tay wouldn't have passed, he would have been my person to talk to about depression. Talk to about all that, because Tay was the type of nigga, I ain't gonna let you be. We ain't gonna go through that. We're gonna do this. We gonna handle it this way. So it was I think it was meant to happen in a sense, because we all had to go through what we needed to go through without Tay.
Right.
A lot of us depended on Tay for a lot of things. So when God called him home, we had to figure it out. But no, I'm good with it now. I can talk about a lot of things now. I can mention him with a smile instead of being all depressed. So I think I did him proud with the EP, with just the song in general.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I like it. Now taking a step forward into a positive, like you said, you had the birth of your son and your daughter. Now walk me through both. What was the pros and cons of both? Because you got a girl and a boy. I think for the most of us, most guys, we dream. I gotta have a son.
Yeah.
I gotta have a son.
yeah.
So walk us through that one.
That was. Woo. That was cause my dad had 4 of us. So I'm thinking like we all gonna have boys.
Yeah.
So my oldest son, the biggest con about that was I was in Virginia when he was born.
Ooh.
I was on a college trip with a program. We were it was called the Alternative Break Interest Group, ABIG at JCC, and we were in Virginia doing like forest restoration and just giving back to the community in a sense. And Tyrell had my phone. And he come back, he's like, yo, man, your son was just born. I was like, what the fuck? What? And this is like our third day being down there, so we had 6 days left. And I was like,
oh wow.
I'm trying to get a flight back. I'm calling my dad. My dad like, I ain't got no money for no plane.
Yeah.
It's just so. That was the biggest con, and I think that was a big issue between me and his mom.
Mm-hmm.
But mind you, we was kids though.
Right.
I was 19 going on 20. She was 18 going on 19.
Mm-hmm.
And so we was kids. We ain't know no better. We arguing about stupid shit. Like, man, she's like, you waiting for yours? I was like, I'm stuck.
But even my intentions.
Yeah, so we just, that was the biggest comment. But when I got back off that plane, my dad took me right over there, held him for the first time. I said, oh, you see that head? That's all me. that dome piece is all me.
Right.
And when I found out about my daughter, I was like, cap.
Right.
Girl, man.
Yeah.
Woo! Ultrasound, she was born. I was just like, that's all me in girl form.
Right.
Fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Man, it's a headache, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I mean, she gonna watch it. She knows she get on my nerves. I get on her nerves just as much.
Mm-hmm.
She's like literally me in girl form. I said, I didn't know how annoying I was, and I was like, bro, wow, just shut up, leave me alone.
Right.
Like, yeah, so.
Now, please explain to the people, because you seen both sides of the spectrum on this one. You know, birthing a boy brings out the manly in you. I guess you puff your chest out. But when you birth that girl, it just changed.
Well, you soft.
It makes you do a whole 360.
You turn soft because now, mind you, the family has expanded. You know
Right.
So I'm 2 boys, 2 girls, but it's like, bro, like I can't. Like my parenting skills are like kind of set off now because I'm rough with my boys and wrestling and popping off, and then I got these girls. Them, I want to get my nails done. I'm like, I can't even hit y'all with a pillow.
Right.
And throw on some boxing gloves. I mean, they know how to fight, but I'm like, I can't be rough. I gotta be all soft spoken.
Yeah.
It's too many damn emotions, man. Like it's just like I'm just sitting here like, or like I gotta, cause one thing about being a parent.
Mm-hmm.
And you can agree. We gotta cherish these moments as we can. Bro,
Yes.
Because them coming over, it's annoying. They want to lay on me all the time. The girls, they want to. Cause my boys will be like, man, what's up, Dad? And keep moving.
Yeah.
They want to lay on me. They want to be up under me. They want to. Yeah. I'm like, man, come on. I'm trying to watch TV. Get up off me. But I gotta remember, they're not gonna be this way forever.
Not at all.
So when they get grown and they in college or got their own apartment, got a job, got a car. I'm calling, hey, y'all come over. So I need to go ahead and enjoy the moment.
Right.
I had to, like, when they do lay on me, I be like, in my head, I be like, oh my God. I'm like, you know what? Let me let them enjoy this moment because, like, when they get older, they're not really. They're gonna do that a lot less.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man. But still, as they get older, you know, like my daughter, she's my oldest daughter. She started her monthly cycle. Man, I about fainted. I'm gonna talk about it. I fainted because she.
He said almost fainted.
I called her mom at work. I'm like, look, I know you at work, but look, where the stuff at? 'Cause I don't know what to do. And it's so, I don't know nothing about being
right.
a girl. I don't know how to handle it. So it's like, there's so many different emotions that they go through, and it's like. I didn't know there was aches and pains that came with this. Like we was in the car. She was like, Dad. I said, what? And I was like, oh, she done threw my car. She done threw. I'm rolling with the windows down. I'm flying down High Street trying to get back to the crib. I'm like, don't even worry about it. Just get in the house. I didn't, bro. I was trying to give her food. I'm like, what's some ice cream? I'm like, I don't know what to do. Take a bath. I gave her some motion. That helped.
Right.
And I was like. I said, when you getting off work?
like, come deal with this.
I need to go.
He said, I don't know what to do with this right here.
I slowed down on drinking, but I'm like, boy, it's like fifth.
He said he looked at the top cabinet like, I think I might bust you out tonight.
I looked at my bank account and said, you know, I got enough to go ahead and give me a little pint. It's like, dog, man, that's rough, man. It's rough. And I'm not going to be able to handle when both of them happen at the same time.
Oh, no. When you misses as well. Oh, that's 3 right there. Like, look, you gonna be looking for the boys. Y'all trying to go to the playground? Y'all want to go play hoops? Like, let's go ahead and get up out the house, y'all.
I'm getting a headache.
He's up getting a headache thinking
Let's
about
change the subject. Jesus.
Now, what was the all right? Cause I think you probably went through the same phase as well. Did you go through it the first time you had to yell at your daughter, or did you break down like, all right, my bad, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to yell at you?
No, I snapped on her. I said, now go to your room. Boy, when nobody around, I was like, man, that was terrible. That was a bad idea.
Have a talk with yourself. You have to yell at her. Like
Yeah,
that.
I was like, man, damn. I called my dad. I was like, man, Dad, look, man, I said this, I said that. He was like, cause my dad was like, I get it, but at the same time, it had to be done.
Right.
But at the same time, I understand your emotions, and when I calmed down, I went to her, and I expressed everything or what was wrong and why. But now, I'm learning to take different steps. I don't want to do what my parents did or what their parents did before them. Like, I don't want to get to a point where I have to yell at my children.
Right.
If something's going on, and I'm like, yo, we not doing blah blah blah, and I explain it. I rather explain why. But I don't tolerate, talking back. Little little girls do.
Yeah.
I'll put you. Boy, no, we're not. I'm trying to be calm about it right now.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, man, I'm learning to like, even with the boys, I'm learning to like explain more. Cause I ain't got to yell all the time.
Right.
Sometimes it's necessary. I'm not saying it's not necessary, but every time it's not necessary.
Yeah.
So I'm learning. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then I'm like, yeah. I feel better now.
Yeah.
But then after we had a little better conversation, here come the annoying part. I'm like, okay, now leave me alone. We on a good term. Just shut up. Chill. But yeah, man, I'm still winging it, man.
I'm still winging
it, man. My older kids, they up there. So, cause I was so young having my first son. So, even so many years in, I'm still winging it. Like, it's rough.
Okay, now a lot of us, at some point in our life, we got to that phase where we're like, all right, I'm big enough, I'm strong enough. Fuck it, I'm about to try my dad.
Oh, he said it already.
He was like, he tried you?
No, he ain't tried me, but he was at the dinner table. And he was like, I can't wait till I get strong enough to take you. I was like,
he had to stop eating this food. Hold on, what you just say?
I'm finna put you on the news, boy. You finna come up missing, homie. Like, what? Like, even at my age, I ain't finna challenge my dad. Something wrong with him. I'm not finna.
Right.
Cause my dad toxic, man. He just so quick with his jab. I be like, nah, I'm good.
He said, I'm good on that one.
I'm good. But like when my son said it, I was like, I said, you could be built like the Hulk. I don't care how big you get. It ain't gonna go your way. It's not gonna go your way. Like my dad told us one time. I remember we was playing around with my dad. My dad said, I ain't gotta fight. I just run y'all over. We was like, we was just like. That's what I mean. He say something off the wall.
He's sitting there looking like, damn, I'm
like,
never gonna try this, man.
I was just playing. He got a leg foot too. Like, nah. So no, when my son said that, I was like, man, I can't wait for you to become a teenager. I'm gonna buy some boxing gloves.
Say I'm about to put it on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if you about that. Cause like you just, okay, when to get stronger and take you all day. I was like, take me where? Where we going? Cause I'm gonna be outside your mind, homie. So. Yeah, but I never challenged my pops though. I never challenged him because I seen what my oldest brother challenged.
Oh man!
So that right there made me.
You bear witness to that knowledge.
My brother was a football player, beast too, and he was kind of toned up at the time. He thought that meant something.
He said he thought that meant something.
He thought that meant something. So when I seen the exchange, and I was like, damn,
I got a long way to go.
I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I ran track. I don't even want the muscle because I'm good. So when I seen that, I was like, yeah. But my dad taught me a lesson, man. Like between the four of us, like we grown now. We grown. Like I can't beat my older brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Brother after me can't beat me. Brother under him can't beat him. You know what I mean? But it's facts though. I'm grown, bro. I don't believe in putting my hands on people no more. I don't even want to fight.
Right.
Like if it came down to it with my oldest brother, something wrong with that nigga. He's strong for no reason. So I'll be like, bro, all right. I call my other. I'm like, look, we're gonna jump this nigga. I can't do it by myself. Something wrong with dog. He got that strength like Ed from Ed and Eddie.
Oh, he's just pictured him like
yeah, just like I'm like, how? But it's like, man, I knew I picked my battles, bro.
Yeah.
I never pressed my dad. You know, I challenged my older brother for real. I never. There was one fight. He always had the upper hand. We was going at it, and he had a Bob Marley shirt on. No, he had a Bob Marley. I had the Bob Marley shirt on. He didn't. I snuck it out of his room. He didn't want me to wear it.
Oh man.
And my dad was coming home from work. He said, "You got my Bob Marley shirt." He ripped it and it pissed him off. And I was like, "But you ripped it."
Right? He said,
I'm
"You
trying to
did
take
it."
it off. You did this. And we got this. We was going at it. And I ain't gonna cap. I heard the door. I heard that door handle. And we both looked. Bah! Popped him right in his chin. And he tripped over something. He fell. And Dad walked in. And I was like, oh, thank you.
He said, "I didn't want to keep fighting
I was
no
like,
more."
thank you, God. But I was like, yeah, nigga. And then Dad, he came in, what y'all doing? I was like, I said, man, I told him what happened. And you know, we both got in trouble. But like, to this day, I don't care how nobody's spinning. I won that fight.
He said, I got the last.
I won that fight. I popped him. One time what he say? He said you want to relive that or something like that. I said, man, we we got to stretch first, nigga. I don't even want to do all that.
He said, "If I fight you now, I'm gonna feel it till next
Yeah,
Thursday."
I'm good, man. I'm good. So nah, pick your battles, man.
And then taking another step forward, you're big on being in your kids' life. Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
that like you said it off camera. That's like your number one thing. Is he said, "I don't care if I'm dead broke." He said, "I'm still gonna find a way to
Oh yeah.
do whatever I need to do by my kids, man." So you've had the blessing of having your father in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, your sons have had the blessing of being in your life, and the thing you said off camera is you want to start working in these schools
Yeah.
and help mentoring and you know, help guiding these younger kids that I'm not gonna say are fatherless, but you know, might need that extra hand when dad's not around. Right?
Even the ones with fathers.
Yeah, okay.
You know, because it's like, for instance, like to a little background. I I'm at EMU. I was going in for journalism because, like I said, I love to write. But I started thinking, like we talked about, I was like, yo, I'm writing scripts. I'm writing this. I'm doing everything as far as a journalist now. I don't need a degree for that.
Right.
Like, I'm working on a book right now in X, Y, and Z. And I switched over to social work. Because one, I want to change the stigma, like we talked about earlier. Change the stigma of men not having nobody to talk to. You know, I would love to get my bachelor's degree and then go for my master's. But when I obtain my bachelor, I would love to like work in either a high school setting or like you know middle school, like as the counselor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you having something going on, you gotta come see the counselor. Like we gonna talk it out. And then I would like to. I know I gotta start small, but I would like to, you know. I gotta get my master's for like to open my own practice.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pursue that, and like, I will go to work and mentor X, Y, and Z the students, and with whether you got both parents at home, one parent, whatever, father figures, whatever you got, and you need somebody to tell them I'm gonna be there for that. I don't like to get off work and to go to my practice for the adults who need talking. You know what I mean? But you know what I was thinking though, and this is just up in the air. I mean, like when I get my master's degree, cause I'm gonna get also I'm speaking to existence.
Right.
And it's like I would love to counsel parents.
Yeah.
You know, it starts at home.
Yeah.
It starts at home. So I would like the door will be open to parents coming. I'm not saying I'm trying to teach you how to be a parent.
Right.
I would just like to talk and get to know you, and then we find a solution to whatever. Because like I said, it starts at home. And I remember we moved to Jackson in 2005. I was in 10th grade. And we got into fights for having both parents at home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dumb fights. Like, they were like, you got both parents at home? Like, niggas was jealous.
Right.
But it's like, I'm coming from, Ipsy and Arbor, so I didn't really realize. I had a couple friends who didn't have both parents at home. When I came to Jackson, I didn't realize how big that was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said, my mom, that was between my mom and dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They chose to stay together. But like I said, like, there's some attention, there could be some attention that's not being met at home.
Yeah.
But it would be dope to, like, be a counselor during the day. Therapist at night for everybody. So That's the goal right now. I'm grinding out in school. Like I started school officially as a social work student this month, but I decided like I already budgeted out because like I'm going fall, winter, and I'm going to go summer because I gotta get my degree.
Right.
And but I'm already like budgeting as far as like I gotta pay for my summer classes, so I'm budgeting it out now and gonna take care of it. I'm trying to get there, man, so I can, cause so many people need just a a listening ear, not just me. And I'm speaking of like from me, from what I went through, what I hid from not talking to my brother, not talking to this person, and then talking to you when we were at the barbecue. Talking to you was like that's as deep as I can got with anybody because nobody really talks about it. So yeah, that's my mission, man. I feel like God put that on my heart, and I'm gonna go ahead and so like I already came up. I had to buy a calendar. Like I had to like I already mapped out my days off. Like I work third shift, so it's like while I'm at work, my job is so cool. I can do my schoolwork. Yeah. So I'm gonna knock out schoolwork, and then also make time on my off days for music and writing and filming and yada yada yada. But I want to make sure I keep that same routine. I'm not about to have no time for nobody but fam and my business. Right. Handling my business. So I'm gonna grind it out. I'm gonna push through because like I see all these people online, and then when I go to the schools, like just dropping stuff off for my son and doing this for my kids. I'm like, and people are just like kids and middle schoolers or whatever. They just like they want somebody to talk to. And I just be looking like, man, if I was in this building, because they got certain cool teachers they can just talk to, but it's like
every school does.
Every single school, everywhere got these dope teachers that you can talk to, but like, what you gonna do when you got a substitute? Or what you gonna do when they're not there? You know what I mean? I mean that's not a bad thing, but it's like what you gonna do? Like you could be having a real rough day. Come to the counselor's office. And I wanna be sure to make it a home for them. Like make them like, yo man, you comfortable here in this space. Now I'll never bust you out in front of nobody. Even with my kids, when they have dispute with each other, I pull one to the side, talk to them. I pull one to the side, then I make them come together at the dinner table and we're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna resolve the issue. And I don't do silent treatment. Right. What I'm trying to stop, I'm trying to keep the siblings close because that clearly happened with my siblings. So I want to make sure my children are tight. Like, no, we're gonna resolve this. And the moment we resolve it, boom.
It's over.
They playing the game with each other. They watching movies with each other. I'm like, man, y'all so corny. But I love it though. So I'm like, man, about time. But y'all knew. So yeah, man, I got a vision. I'm gonna make sure I see that vision through for real.
I want to loop back to the point that you say, not only just working with the kids and adults, but bringing in the parents as well. That's one thing that you mentioned is breaking down some of the trauma that our parents and our grandparents have went through, and we don't have to keep that tradition alive. We could, like you said, I don't try to whoop my kids. I don't even want to try to yell at my kids. I just want to try to give them a look or a phrase like, all right, let's knock that out. And that's something that definitely needs to be brought up because, like you said, some of these parents are getting younger and younger.
Boy, what?
Man. And it's like sometimes they parents don't even know how to help them because they
young themselves, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, so I like that you said you want to bring up the parents. Now, one thing I wanted you to discuss. Please explain how there needs to be more people that look like us in social work.
Oh man, we gotta explain it. That's just known, bro, because nobody knows our struggles like us. Nobody can relate to our struggles other than us, And it's like I had a therapist. Yeah. Wonderful woman, dope. Personality was dope. She was so cool. I didn't stop going to see her because she didn't look like me or look like us. Right. There was a different situation that happened, not even with her practice. But it's just like I think black folk would be more comfortable talking to other black folk because it's certain things we can joke about. Like we come a long way. We doing just fine for ourselves. We blessed. We have homes. We got jobs. We can feed our family. You know, we can talk about, man, nigga, we had ramen noodles 5 days,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in 1 week, and we can laugh and joke about certain things, but now look at us. Not even just that, it's just everything. I just feel like if more black people were in social work, or there were more black therapists, it'd be a shift in just black communities everywhere. It'd be a big shift. It'd be like a lot of motivation. I would love to be like a motivational figure for somebody because I don't know too many black therapists. I just don't.
Man.
And if I find one, like we in Jackson, I gotta go to Detroit.
Some crazy.
You know what
like
I mean? I gotta take a hike somewhere. And I don't like, me personally, I don't like Zoom.
Yeah.
I like to be
in person.
in person. I want to see everything. I want to talk to you about everything. And what's crazy is that's one of the things I want to be in social work. You know, I want to relate to my people. I want to relate to the community. I want to express myself, but it's let them express themselves. But like when I started this journey, man, a lot of people that I thought, and he's not even like homies, they just associates. When I said I'm proud that I switched my major, and I'm proud to pursue this. But when I mentioned that I was going to do social work, a lot of people were like, man, they gave me that face. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? And I looked at him like, that right there. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. But it was a lot of my white peers. A lot of my. I asked this one guy. I was like, I work with him. I was like, yeah, so. Like when we have some talk, when you need somebody to talk to, who you go to?
Right.
I got a therapist. So.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said with this therapist, white, black, Latino, Asian, whatever. Oh man, no, he's white. Do y'all relate to a lot of things? Well, yeah, man. You know, we come from kind of the same background. I said, well, bingo.
Right.
I want to be that for others. I'm not gonna be a therapist just for black folk, but I mean, I know what I say would relate to them the most.
Right.
So I'm like, that right there is where I'm going, and I want to be in my community, making a difference.
Right.
Not just talking. We know we do a lot of talking. I want to make this difference. That's why I want to go to school all year round. Get my degree. I already prayed about it. I pray every day about it. Make sure I'm at a good pace. I don't want to rush nothing and blow my chances. So, I'm just asking God to put me on a straight and narrow because, yeah, like I'm kind of in a rush because I want to hurry up and be that voice of reason or be that outlet for somebody. But at the same time, I gotta still pace it and time it out. But I want to be another pillar in the community, man. Just for young black kids, young kids in general. You know, anybody's welcome. Cause like a lot of people come to me for advice anyway, just to talk. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. And if you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you that you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna hold you accountable, just like my peers hold me accountable. But yeah, I just wanna. I'm. That quote is real. You know, be the change you want to see in the world. That's real, man.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be that change, and it starts with, who knows? Like, I can do this, and I can open the door for many other people. You know. It's just. I don't know, it's just time. It's time to make that change. And it's like, you know, we move at our own pace. Like, I wish I would have knew this back when I was actually a freshman.
Yeah.
So many years ago in college. Now, years later, and I'm back in school, I'm just like, man. But you know, the time is now.
Yeah.
The time is now. You know, it wasn't meant for me back then. It's to happen now. So.
Now, I like your aspect on it, because reading Charlemagne's book, and he said he went with a black therapist at first, because you know, he wanted somebody to look similar to him, had the same backgrounds and stuff like that. And he said after a while, he noticed him, like, all right, you know, I know how they gonna see it, and I know what they probably about to say. So just like you did, you said you went and got somebody opposite of what you what you had at first, and he said it was, you know, you said it was super dope. You know, you just went up, on your principles, but his what he said was when he went out and got his new therapist, it was an Asian lady. And he said he wanted to see it from, you know, his problems through the lens of somebody else, so they can give him a different perspective on it. But I like how you said it too, you know, because it's a study out there. I can't name the the exact study, but it's basically like why do black kids sit with other black kids at the lunch table, especially if you the new kid. You just gonna go to something similar that you know. I'm not gonna go sit with you. Feel me? I'm not gonna go sit with Johnny. His parents probably set him up with a 401k plan since the age of 5. I'm gonna go with my homeboy over here. I probably don't even know his name, but I see him eating the chicken just like I'm eating the chicken.
You know what I'm saying?
So we can talk with it. That's a way for us to introduce ourselves right there.
Yeah, and that's how I usually go. That's how I usually go. But like, yeah, man, I wanna do so much though. Not even just with therapy. I wanna just do so much. Like I'm teaching my kids about credit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a credit card, and I made them authorized users.
Yeah.
So I don't even touch this credit card. It's just got money on it. So and I keep you're still doing this. I might go get gas with it, put the money right back.
Yep.
Oh, you paid this back.
Building that credit score.
But their credit, so when they graduate, when they hit 18,
800.
Yeah, boy, they can get a whip.
Right.
They can get
a house loan.
All that. But I wanna, even with that though, I told my children I told them when you get of age and you want to go to college or whatever, I'm not putting you out the house at 18. Yeah. But you are either going to school or work. Now, if you decide to work, then I want you to stay for 6 months and just stack. Don't even spend it. Just stack. So when you move out, you got your money. You got emergency money. But if you're going to college, you gonna have a little more freedom because you're grown. Yeah. But you're gonna be at home now because going to college is rough, man. Yeah. Getting dorms and paying for this, that, and third, not knowing if money gonna clear, and books. I want to make.
That's the worst part, the books.
Boy, what? I want to make sure that I want to give them what I didn't have and what my parents probably wanted to give me but wasn't able to. Right. I just want to be in a different position for them. I want them to take on this world, but take it on with less struggles. Yeah. Because we had to go. We was thrown to the wolves.
Quick.
We had to figure it out.
Quick.
Like real. When I got out there, I had my own crib. I was like, man, I didn't know how to pay rent. I was like, I said, do we just get him the cash? And my brother, he was like, bro, you gotta get a money order. I said, what the fuck is a money order? Yeah. My brother taught me a lot of stuff, and then my dad taught me how to taught me big on credit and stuff like this. I'm just, man, I just wanna give this world, give this place some hope, man. Mm-hmm. Give my kids a nice bright future. But yeah, I don't know. God put something on my heart, man. I'm trying to make this happen. Yeah. Like even with the therapy sessions, I want to teach. Maybe I can do something with credit. Maybe I can do something with just life experiences. But yeah, we can talk about your troubles, and we're gonna work our best to fix those troubles.
But let's build for the future.
Let's build for the future. Let me help you figure out these troubles, but let me help you also make sure your life is in order. Yeah. We had nobody to teach us this.
Not one bit.
Like in high school, bro.
I'm about to say, I think it was. I had one math teacher that really looked out for me, Miss Page. Like I was really good at math, and I didn't even know her doing this. She sent, like, I guess an application for me to go out for some like national scholar thing in math. She was like, when you graduate, you can get a scholarship, and I'm just like, damn, like, why would you do this for me? Right. But now looking back on it, I know why she did it. She probably looked at my my demographics, everything I had going on, was like, whenever he go out to school, here goes some extra money for you. And I'm like, damn, that's what's up. But now that I think about it, it wasn't too many teachers that look like you and I back in that. Man,
bro, no, like we had the GOAT, Bobby B.
Man,
Bobby Burton.
And that was at the principal level, the top dog.
Yeah, but he was what we needed though. Yeah. Like when he passed, that was sick.
Man, that put a stop on the whole school, man.
Yeah, bro, everybody was sick. Like when Mr. Burton came and got you, you knew you was gonna have a little conversation. Yeah. I was late to class a few times. He would walk me to class like, I know we talked, but we late, so but like we need people like that. You know what I mean? There's not too many people that was as special as Mr. Burton, because I would love to represent what he stood for. Yeah. He was a principal, but I want to do it at a council level and a different level. But I would love to represent what he stood for. You know what I'm saying?
He's like a nice version of Mr. Clark.
You feel me? He was a nice version of Mr. Clark. Like
you have to have the back. You feel me? He might give you a nice little good shaking on the shoulders. That's about it.
Yeah, he grab your shoulder.
Big ass strong hands.
Rip too. I'll be like, all right, I'm going to class. All right, gotcha. So yeah, man, I think this is what the universe would have wanted, man. I think this is what it has to be.
Now, what's that? Ending this off. What's that one piece of advice that you would not only just go for a black man, but that helps a black dad as well? What's that one piece of advice that you would give that community?
As far as parenting go, I would say ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you got friends that are parents,
Mm-hmm.
ask questions. Cause I figure it out together. Cause I got my homie. He told me he's learning from me. I didn't even know. I was like, I said, learning, nigga.
I'm still learning.
I'm still learning myself, but like, kids will be your peace, man. No matter what's going on. And I would say spend so much time with them. Like my son, I was trying to be the soccer coach, but I don't think they wanted me to be the soccer coach because I was on some Coach Carter type. like, oh you miss a goal, or you sitting down for half the game. Like I was just on a different type of time. So no, I would just say, as far as parenting go, man, just like get with other parents and just talk.
Mm-hmm.
But what works for me won't work for you. But you can put a little spin on my technique. I could put a spin on yours. And just as far as advice in general, just be yourself, man. It's cool to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to stay true to yourself too. Like step away. I know a lot of people that have like identity crisis, and it's just cool to be yourself, bro. Just be authentic, be you, keep it 100. It's so much I'm trying to say, I can't even put it into words. It's just I know what I want to say, but I don't know. Just be you, man. Just biggest thing is be humble too.
Mm-hmm.
In everything. Be humble in everything. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I live by.
Right.
That's what I live by. Like to this day, like these days, I'm so content with just being me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gotta be nobody else. It's dope to be when you figure out who you are. It's just dope to be you.
Right.
I'm teaching my kids that, cause we a superhero type family. I'm a dork, man. I love superhero comics and stuff. And I told my son, I said, man, you ain't gotta hide who you are. You like Naruto, you like anime.
Yeah.
Be you. My son, he's dope at painting. Both of my kids, my older kids, they dope at painting.
Yeah.
Drawing, he's like, you would think they drew for like Toonami or something. That's how good
they are.
And but at one point my son was like, he didn't want to really display that. And I said, bro, bump, you know what I'm saying? Who say what?
Mm-hmm.
Be you. You know what I mean? One thing I'm gonna teach my kids, like, well, they can fight, they can throw down.
Mm-hmm.
But you in fights, you don't start them. But at the same time, somebody pick on you about that, man, whatever. Don't even worry about that. Be you. I'm grown.
Mm-hmm.
I still pull out a Batman t-shirt with no problem.
No problem.
No Spider-Man, Wolverine, all that. I'll still pull
And
one
debate
out.
you about what I got.
Man,
Yes.
And then I'll tell you, like, I had that shirt I had on at the barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrell was like, man, you wearing that? Something. I said, yeah, well, this came from the B-52 comic book. It's a whole different universe. It came from da. He was like, I know you don't care, but you brought it up. So now I'm not gonna talk about it. Like, I think it's funny that my friends and my family, when they watch a superhero movie, they call me like, yo, man, so why did this happen? And I be like,
look, fam.
look, man, we better have a little 45-minute conversation.
It's long.
That's long. You gotta understand it. Like, I had to tell people about the new Batman movie. I had to make them watch 4 or 5 different cartoons to understand why they took that route. Now, when they watched it and they understood, they said, "Oh man, it was dope." I said, "I know."
You just didn't know why it was dope.
You didn't know why, but that's a example of me being me, bro. I love what I love, so I'm not. I don't make you weird because you. Make sure you keep your kids first and find a way for them to be your peace. Like I found out, I had to find a way, but my kids became my peace. So just figure it out for yourself, but keep it 100 with yourself.
Oh yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you taking the time off You know, and sit down and talk about, what we really need to talk about instead of, who's better, Kobe or LeBron. You feel me? We talk about something that really matters. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I appreciate it, man. I'm wishing nothing but success, well, for you and the fam from here on out, man. And like you said, you spoke so many positive and great things. I'm gonna manifesting with you. You see what I'm saying? Because we need people like you in the community, in our schools, in our neighborhoods and stuff like that. Like you said, pillars.
We need people like you too, man. Ain't nobody really talking about it. We need this document so people can understand, and they can be watching, and somebody watching this conversation gonna relate to what we talking about. So we need each other, man. And we can big up each other for real. So it don't cost $1, show support.
Man, not $0.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you gotta buy their merch, but outside of that,
unless you gotta buy their merch, AWOL.
Come on now,
hit my nigga up.
But man, we gonna get up out of here, and I appreciate it again, man.
Bro. Always, man.
Oh yes, sir.